Battle of the Minds. Now, meet your host and moderator, Mr. Jeff Spring.
Welcome to Scotch Plains Family's 5th Annual Battle of the Minds. I'm Jeff Spring, your host. Today we're into our first semifinal matchup between the teams Brain Salad Surgery and Dominant Force. Let's meet our two teams. First, we'll meet Brain Salad Surgery.
My name's Rick Yan. Mr. Spring's a real INS, JS, and RK.
My name is Brendan Meyer, circumcised trapezoid. I have gas.
My name is Chris Costello, and I'm a senior, I think.
Okay, that's the team Brain Salad Surgery. Hopefully we won't be seeing them anymore. Let's see the team Dominant Force.
I'm Steve Meyer. We're going to crush these pathetic people that call themselves Brain Salad Surgery because we're the dominant force.
Leg.
Hi, I'm Steve Edwards, and I can't wait till we destroy them and I get Rick's head.
Hamburger.
Edwards. And we're the dominant force.
I'm Gene. Heather owns Brendan Meyer. In case you're wondering, these are the infamous curly hex shields, which they can't get through.
Hex shield.
Hex
See,
shield.
hex
Okay,
shield.
that's
Hex shield, man.
the other team. Unfortunately, one of these two teams has to win. Dominant Force and Brain Salad Surgery.
Only one.
Hands on signals in round one. Questions are worth 10 points with a possible 20-point bonus. First question. What do the English call an elevator?
Stairway to heaven.
That's incorrect.
A lift.
A lift is correct. Your bonus over here, Dominant Force, is the following. Identify the country of origin of each of the following singing groups. First, AC/DC.
England.
Oh, yeah.
England is incorrect. The correct answer is Australia. Second, Men at Work.
Australia. Australia.
That's correct for 10 points.
CC.
When giving
Hex fighter.
When giving rescue breathing to an adult, how many breaths do you give per...
4.
That's incorrect. Over here, when giving rescue breathing to an adult, how many breaths do you give per minute?
60.
That's incorrect. You give 12. Name the largest freshwater lake in the United...
Lake Superior.
That's incorrect.
Can you repeat?
Name the largest freshwater lake in the United States.
Lake Michigan?
That's correct. Bonus. Identify each of the following concerned with the Civil War. Okay, first, the author of the novel about a prison which won the Pulitzer Prize in 1956. You know that the prison we're talking about is Andersonville. I want the author.
Cantor?
That's correct, McKinley Cantor. And second, for 10 points, the captain, the prison superintendent, who was executed for war crimes as more than 13,000 Union prisoners died there.
Douglas?
That's incorrect. It was Henry Wirz, W-I-R-Z. The figure of speech dealing with the Battle of Zila in present-day Turkey in 47 BC after the defeat of Pharnaces II, king of Pontus. In a dispatch to the Roman senator, what 3 words did Julius Caesar use?
Vini, Verdi, Vici.
That's incorrect. Over here, what 3 words did Julius Caesar use to report his victory?
Veni, Vidi, Vici.
That's correct, or Vini, Vidi, Vici. Your bonus over here is the following. Identify the U.S. city where the Palestra is located for 20 points.
Philadelphia?
That's correct for 20 points. Hands on signals. What is the name of the square in a novel by Edward Topol and Frederick Nazansky that is the same as the famous square in Moscow?
Who?
Red Square?
Red Square is correct. Your bonus over here is the following. Identify the following American from the nickname and biographical data. He lived from 1859 to 1881 and was known as Billy the Kid. I need his real name. Answer?
William Dawes.
Correct answer is William Bonney, or Henry McCarthy would have also been accepted. What is the name of the large African desert located in the western?
The The Gobi.
That's incorrect. What is the name of the large African desert located in the western and southern part of Botswana, in the northern part of South Africa, and in the eastern part of Southwest Africa or Namibia?
The Namib.
That's incorrect. It's the Kalahari Desert. Hands on signals. What were the only two television series to voluntarily end their network runs after finishing first in the ratings for the seasons they had just...
MASH and Mary Tyler Moore.
That's incorrect. Over here. Only two television series to voluntarily end their network runs.
Andy Griffith and MASH.
That's incorrect. It's Andy Griffith and I Love Lucy. Okay, hands on signals. What is the name of the feisty preacher in Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath?
Jode.
That's incorrect. Over here, the preacher in Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath.
Reverend Spring.
That's incorrect. It's Jim Casey. Who won the U.S. Olympic gold medal this year for men's?
Brian Boitano.
That's correct. Identify the Shakespearean play from the following beginning lines. Okay, first, if music be the food of love, play on.
Twelfth Night.
That's correct. And second, I thought the king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
That's no, I know that. I just King Lear.
That's correct. Hands on signals. Which legendary movie queen said, I used to be Snow White, but I drifted?
Mae West.
That's correct.
I was trying to think of that name.
Identify the author of each of the following... Yeah, that's your bonus. Identify the author of each of the following first novels. First, Where Angels Fear to Tread. Answer? Edward Morgan Forster. Second, The Man Within.
I have no idea. Mr. Clueless.
Graham Greene is the correct answer. What sport did the Gas House Gang play?
Baseball.
Baseball's correct. Your bonus over here is the following. Give the name of the Gilbert and Sullivan operetta. Identify with each of the following subtitles used at the Savoy. First, The Merryman and His Maid.
I don't know. Mikado. Mikado.
That's incorrect. It's The Yeoman of the Guard. And second, Bunthorne's Bride.
Mikado.
That's incorrect. It's Patience. What two rivers, both located in Montana, are named after U.S. presidents? Over here?
Washington and Jefferson.
That's incorrect. Over here?
Washington and Adams.
That's incorrect. It's Jefferson and Madison. What does the prefix hemi mean? Over here?
Half.
Half is correct.
Good.
Identify the native country of each of the following composers. First, let's see, George Handel.
German.
That's correct. And second, Antonio Vivaldi.
Italy.
Italy is correct. Who overthrew General Batista in 19...
Fidel Castro.
That's correct. Okay, your bonus over here is the following. Identify the novels by each of the following first lines. First, one thing was certain, that the white kitten had nothing to do with it. It was the black kitten's fault entirely.
The Aristocats. Actually, tastes like
The Aristocats.
It's incorrect. It's Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. Second, it is truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife.
Oh, Pride and Prejudice.
That's
Jane Eyre.
correct.
Yeah, all right. That looks good.
To the nearest inch, how many inches are in a meter?
37.
That's incorrect. Over here?
39.
39 is correct. With what vitamin? There's 2 minutes left in the round with the score. Dominant force 130, brain salad surgery 60.
Dominant force.
Okay, bonus. With which vitamin is each of the following deficiencies associated? First, beriberi.
Vitamin A.
That's incorrect. It's B1. Second, night blindness.
Vitamin A.
That's correct.
Yeah.
What two countries border the Dead Sea?
Israel and Jordan.
That's correct. Your bonus over here is the following. Identify the U.S. national park in which each of the following sites is located. First, Mount Desert Island and Isle Al Hut. Answer?
Kilauea National Park.
That's incorrect. It's Acadia in Maine. Second, Mount McKinley. It's called Denali in Alaska. By what name is Edward Teach better known? 1 minute left in the round.
Steady Eddie.
By what name is Edward Teach better known? Correct answer is Blackbeard. Blue period, rose period, and cubism are some of the styles of art.
Dali.
That's incorrect. Developed by who?
Picasso.
That's correct. Okay, bonus. The epitaph on his tomb in Westminster Abbey describes him as rare. Who is this English playwright and poet who wrote Volpone or The Fox?
Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe.
That's incorrect. It's Ben Jonson. Okay. Find the next term in the sequence. 9, 13.
17.
That's incorrect. Okay, over here, 9, 13, 17, 21.
25.
Okay, your bonus is the following. Of what two elements is bronze made? I need both.
Copper and tin. Copper and tin.
Yeah.
Copper and tin.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's the end of round one with the score. 180 dominant, 170 dominant force,
Isn't that a 20 point?
and 70 for brain salad surgery.
Forget your head.
Shouldn't that be 20 points?
A college man. I got me a college man. But Mom, we can't afford college. Nonsense. You worked hard to get accepted. So I'll get you on that bus somehow.
The United Negro College Fund has helped thousands of students. But the fact is, the job's not done. There are thousands we can't reach, not without the funds. So support the United Negro College Fund.
We had 300.
Welcome back with our score. The dominant force 180, brain salad surgery 70. We are now into our category round. Our second round, each question's worth 10 points. Our categories today are fathers of, forts, and spelling. We'll start with fathers of. Who is the father of existentialism?
Thoreau.
That's incorrect. Over here?
Sarge.
That's correct.
Oh, sorry.
Who is the father of medicine?
Me? Who's it?
Yeah.
Hippocrates?
That's correct. Who is the father of the Constitution?
James Madison.
That's correct. Who is the father of history?
The Venerable Bede.
That's incorrect. Who is the father of history?
Diaphocles.
That's incorrect. It's Herodotus. Who is the father of psychoanalysis?
Sigmund Freud.
That's correct. Who is the father of comedy?
The guy who wrote The Birds. Metaphysical. I don't know what his name
Over
is.
here, the father of comedy.
Milton Berle?
That's incorrect. It's Aristophanes. The father of American literature.
Cooper.
That's incorrect. The father of American literature.
Washington Irving.
That's correct. The father of the Greek tragedy.
Sophocles.
That's incorrect.
Aristophanes.
That's incorrect. It's Aeschylus. The father of the atomic bomb.
Fermi.
That's incorrect.
Oppenheimer.
That's correct. The father of baseball.
Doubleday.
That's correct. Into our next category, which is forts. What was the name of the fort captured by Ethan Allen and his...
Fort Ticonderoga.
That's correct. At what fort in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina?
Fort Sumter.
That's correct.
Sorry.
What Revolutionary War general to be surrendered to the French at Fort Necessity on July 4th?
George Washington.
That's correct. What is the name of the largest fortress in Europe?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't. El Alamein.
Over here.
Gibraltar.
That's incorrect. It's the Kremlin. What well-known city did Fort York, Canada become?
Toronto.
That's correct. What was the U.S. cavalry fort that George Armstrong Custer and the 7th Cavalry departed from on May 17, 1876 on their way to Little Bighorn?
Fort Leavenworth.
That's incorrect. Over here?
Sumter.
That's incorrect. It's Fort Abraham Lincoln. Fort Dearborn changed its...
To Detroit.
That's incorrect. Fort Dearborn changed its name, becoming what better-known city?
Flint, Michigan.
That's incorrect. It's Chicago. Now we'll go to our spelling category. The score is 220 for dominant force, 140 for brain salad surgery. Spell rapturous.
R-A-P-T-U-R-O-U-S.
That's correct. Spell ecstasy.
E-C-S-T-A-C-Y.
That's incorrect. Ecstasy.
E-C-S-T-A-S-Y.
That's correct. Spell smorgasbord.
Okay. S-C-H-M-O-R-G-A-S-B-O-R-D.
That's incorrect.
S-M-O-R-G-A-S-B-O-R-D.
That's correct. Spell pneumonia.
P-N-E-U-M-O-N-I-A.
That's correct. Spell apostrophe.
A-P-O-S-T-R-O-P-H-E.
That's correct. Spell equanimity.
So me?
2 minutes left in the round.
E-Q-U-A-N-I-M-I-T-Y.
That's correct. Spell domicile.
D-O-M-I-C-I-L-E.
Okay. Spell Caribbean or
C-A-R-R-I-B-E-A-N.
That's incorrect. Caribbean.
C-A-R-R-I-B-E-A-N.
That's incorrect. That's what he said. C-A-R-I-B-B-E-A-N. Spell hemorrhage.
H-E-M-M-O-R-A-G-E.
That's incorrect.
H-E-M-O-R-R-H-A-G-E.
That's correct. And spell lackadaisical.
L-A-C-K-A-I-S-I-C-A-L.
That's incorrect. Lackadaisical.
L-A-C-K-A-D-A-I-S-A-C-K-L.
That's incorrect. L-A-C-K-A-D-A-I-S-I-C-A-L. Spell dependence. 1 minute left in the round.
D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-C-E.
That's correct. Spell preferable.
P-R-E-F-E-R-A-B-L-E.
That's correct. Let's see. Spell iridescent.
I-R-R-I-D-E-S-C-E-N-T.
That's incorrect. Iridescent.
I-R-A-D-E-S-C-E-N-T.
That's incorrect. It's I-R-I-D-E-S-C-E-N-T. Spell, let's see, volatile.
V-O-L-A-T-I-L-E.
That's correct. Spell, okay, that's the end of our second round of the score. Dominant force 300, brain salad surgery 170. Before we start our third round, because this is our first semi-final match, we've already met each of our contestants, but now let's find out a little bit about their future plans. Let's start with brain salad surgery. Rick, what are you planning as far as college? Do you have any specific choices? Have you been accepted anywhere yet? Or
Well, I've been accepted to Clarkson, but I hope maybe to go to Lehigh and major in engineering.
Okay. Brendan, how about you?
I've been accepted at Virginia Tech, but my first choice is Notre Dame, where I hope to major in architecture.
Okay. And Chris?
I've applied to the University of Chicago, and that's where I hope to go. And I hope to study mathematics and maybe work in music.
Okay, that's the team brain salad surgery. Now let's meet the team dominant force. Steve, how about you?
Well, I haven't heard from anybody yet, but I hope to go to Princeton and be Gene's mentor.
Okay. Steve, Edwards?
I hope I get in somewhere. If not, it's Union County for me, and I hope to be president.
Okay, and Gene?
I haven't really set any plans yet. I'm not too sure what I'm doing in the future.
Okay, that's the team dominant force. Okay, hands on signals, round 3, questions are worth 10 points. Okay, which constitutional right is portrayed in TV's The Right of the People?
The right of free speech?
That's incorrect. Over here?
Free press.
That's incorrect. It's the right to keep and bear arms.
I was thinking.
Give the nationality of 2 of the following literary notables: Claude Simon, Günter Grass, or Nadine Gordimer. I want 2 of the 3.
German and French.
That's correct, and Gordimer would have been from South Africa. What is the meaning of the acronym PLO?
Palestine Liberation Organization.
That's correct. Photographer Dith Prawn was sworn in as...
He was in the Killing Fields, U.S. envoy.
That's incorrect. I mean, that was correct what you told me, but that's part of the question. His ordeal inspired the film The Killing Fields. In which country was he in the Khmer Rouge work camps?
Campuchia.
That's correct. On which radio show does the host say, "Where all the women are strong, where all the men are good looking, and where all the children are above average"?
Like Woebegone Days and Garrison Keillor.
That's the fictional place, but that's not the name of the show. What's the name of the show? The name of the show is Prairie Home Companion. Faith Tiberio recently sued an organization she said was guilty of discrimination and of punishing her for speaking out. Name this organization known as the DAR.
Daughters of the American Revolution.
That's correct. After a 2-year layoff on its 8th attempt, which space shuttle, the flagship of America's fleet?
Columbia.
Columbia is correct. In which state is Bethune-Cookman College?
North Carolina.
That's incorrect. Over here?
Ohio.
That's incorrect. It's Florida. Which American did Capitol Hill lawmakers honor by approving the placement of a bust in the rotunda? This person's statue will be the first for an American black in the legislative...
Rosa Parks.
That's incorrect. Over here?
Martin Luther King.
That's correct. How many federal holidays?
6.
That's incorrect. How many federal holidays are there?
8.
That's incorrect. There's 10. On which continent did the disease of AIDS probably?
Africa.
Africa's correct.
Sorry.
Give the meaning of the initials IMF.
International Monetary Fund.
That's correct. Name the Reagan administration's new propaganda broadcasting tool aimed at Castro's Cuba.
Radio Cuba.
That's incorrect. Radio Marti. Identify any 2 of the following: the Veteran Country Band or the British pop musician who each earned 5 American Music Award nominations, or the sweet voice singer who received 6.
Alabama as the country band, and Whitney Houston.
That's correct. The other one was Phil Collins. What is the meaning of HBO? No, it's a tie. It's home box
Someone's wrong
office.
with my buzzer there in this one.
Buzzer.
On that one, so it wasn't working.
Name
Wasn't working.
Name any 2 of the already formally named 5 moons of Uranus.
Titus and Oberlin.
What's that?
Oberlin.
That's incorrect. Over here?
Moons of Uranus. Could you repeat that?
Titus and Orland.
That's incorrect. It's Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon. Name the spacecraft which discovered Uranus' sixth.
Voyager.
More information.
Voyager 2.
That's correct. Identify the two groups. One, the AIA, which seeks out left-leaning academics, and the other, AIM, a conservative group which seeks out errors in newspaper, radio, and television reporting. Both of them are, one is AIA, one is really AIM. One is accuracy in academia, and the other is accuracy in media. In what region of France are 500 million bottles of wine a year?
Burgundy.
That's incorrect.
Champagne.
That's incorrect. It's Bordeaux. Who invented the machine gun in 18...
Gatling.
Gatling is correct.
Sorry.
What outdoor electrical safety device did Ben Franklin invent?
Lightning rod.
That's correct. In which African country did Major General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida seize power himself?
Zimbabwe.
That's incorrect.
Burkina Faso.
That's incorrect. It's Nigeria. Okay. Identify both the medical group known as the AMA and the legal group known as the ABA.
Is it
No.
the American Medical Association and the American Bar Association?
Okay. Which fast food company used Where's Herb?
Burger King.
That's correct. Identify the pianist who played in France for the first time since 1950 and will now play in his native Russia, where he was not, which he played last year.
Yuri Russian commie.
Over here?
Do you know it?
Not in 61 years. What was the pianist's name? Vladimir Horowitz.
Do you know?
In which U.S. state is the White Sands Missile Range located?
Nevada.
That's incorrect. Over here?
New Mexico.
That's correct. Give the name derived from the Latin word for wolf for any of a various diseases.
Lupus.
Lupus is correct. And now for the obligatory Miami Vice question. Which actor plays Ace Crockett?
Don Johnson.
That's correct. Identify the song whose first two lines sung are, "There comes a time when we need a..."
We Are the World.
That's correct. Name the author who wrote Thinner Rage, The Long Walk.
Richard Bachman or Stephen King.
That's correct. Either one. Identify the poet laureate of Illinois, a Pulitzer Prize winner in 1950 for Annie Allen. She has been named poet consultant to the Library of Congress and is the first black woman to hold the post. There's 2 minutes left in the match. Gwendolyn Brooks. Who composed Tosca?
Verdi.
That's incorrect.
Mozart.
That's incorrect. It's Puccini. Which mischievous elf or fairy in which Shakespearean play says, "Lord, what fools these mortals be"?
Huda.
That's incorrect. Over here. Puck, A Midsummer's Night's Dream. Who is the author of Bleak House?
Sinclair Lewis.
That's incorrect. Bleak House.
Charles Dickens.
That's correct. Okay. We know that Carl Sagan's the author of Cosmos and Contact. But what university is he a professor?
Cornell.
Cornell is correct. Which bank is known as BOFA? B-O?
BOFA? How about Bank of Future Agriculture?
That's incorrect. BOFA. Bank of America.
Oh.
Name the U.S. Secretary of Education who asked...
Bennett.
Bennett is correct. Which drink company reached an agreement to buy 7-Up from Philip?
Who is it?
Pepsi.
What's give me a little more information. What's the name of the company? I'll give it to you. It's PepsiCo.
PepsiCo.
Okay. In which state is Mount Washington the site of...
Oregon.
That's incorrect. In which state is Mount Washington?
California.
That's incorrect. It's New Hampshire. Name the only black cabinet member in the Reagan administration. He's the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development.
Spring.
Over here.
MAH.
Samuel Pierce. That's the end of our first semifinal match with the score Dominant Force 460 and Brain Salad Surgery 240.
Vex Crushers.